11 people who are waiting. I hope you guys can hear me. And you had some hello Tristan, Lunar, Maximilian. Hey guys, thank you for coming out. So welcome. We are in fact in Porto Santo. Beautiful, beautiful day. It's been absolutely amazing last couple of days. And in today's video, in this video, I'll talk a little bit about Porto Santo and what I'm doing here and why I'm here and these kinds of things. And also hopefully answer some questions. Hopefully answer some questions about Madeira and what you know. I want to give a lot of value in this video, so go ahead and ask questions so I can try and help. Hello, Rui. Thank you. Let me show you what the place looks like. And then first of all, Andrea, what's up? Let me know what audio is like, please. I'm using earpods. I'm hoping that the audio is good, that you guys can hear me. Hello, Ida from Massachusetts. We'll be there soon. Hi, are people who immigrated Madeira returning? Some people are. So yeah, I guess we're getting straight into questions. There are more and more people coming to Madeira. As we all know, Madeira is a little bit in fashion at the moment. And some of those people are people that first immigrated or from families that immigrated. So people from South Africa, people from Venezuela, people from all over the world that people, kind of went to, that immigrated to. Now these families, some of them are in fact coming back, or at least looking at the possibility of coming back. Frame rate fluctuates. Hey, Andre. Sorry, man. I don't have my filmmaker with me today. So yeah, let me show you guys what the beach looks like. It's pretty calm out on this side. Over here, it's really, really nice day. It's a little bit more quiet today, a little bit more windy. So you can see there's a little bit of wave. But the water has been absolutely amazing. There are more people all the way down there. So we're in what is my favorite part of the beach, which is actually a little bit west of the city, of the town of Vila Baleira, which is the city of or the town of Porto Santo. So this is just a little bit further from where all the action is. Back there, it's a little bit quieter. I think the water is a little bit cleaner on this side, or at least it seems that way. And it feels like there's more beach around. Ooh, look what we've just found. Whoa, almost got there. Look at that. Little caravella. Another one. Look at these guys, eh? They are here. So I'm gonna have to watch my step. But luckily haven't been stung the past while. So yeah, questions, you guys. There's already some people here. So yeah. Sorry I can't do anything about the video. I'm trying, but yeah, sound is good. Thank you. Carlos, hello. I'm gonna see you soon, I believe, right? I'm not 100% sure when. I'm on vacation mode, but for coming out, Carlos. And we'll be in Canada soon. So we're gonna talk about it as well. Now where we come in. Hello, Julian. Is it Julian from Stuttgart? You want to move here as well? Doesn't, pal. I'm trying to retire in Madeira myself. It's not easy. We are definitely going through a little bit of change in Madeira, but yes, there are a lot of people that are trying to move here, and you can't blame them, I guess. So calm and quiet at the beach. It is, Tristan. It's a very nice evening, but I believe it's going to get a lot busier in the next couple. We'll talk about that. Connection's not good because you're on the beach. Yeah, maybe it's a bad sign. Looks glorious. Yes, thank you, Pip. Looks awesome. Thanks, Max. Yes, in September we'll see in St. Carlos. Which is the best, Binder flight or the ferry? Well, that's a good shit from Eastern Zone. The Binter, I think it is 15 minutes, I believe. So it's really quick, you know. I would love to do it one day. I've been wanting to do it, but I haven't had the chance. The ferry is also nice, you know, because it's actually pretty well equipped. I believe, you know, there's a couple of little snack bars and restaurants and things, so you can have actually a pretty good time on the ferry. The ferry ride is about a 2.5 hour ride here, and the times fluctuate and when they leave and what depends on the time. Personally, I always do the ferry because it's a little bit and we don't mind going on the ferry. Sometimes we bring a car. This time we didn't bring a car. You don't really need a car in Porto Santo, but of course, you know, being local and all, we kind of feel like we do have to have one. But I am here on a family vacation, and we do have two cars with us, and it does help. But you can definitely go without having a car. If you do come here and you're coming on the ferry, and even if you are flying in, by the way, you do want some contacts to organize like pickups, for instance. If you don't organize the pickup and you get off the ferry, you're going to wait a little bit longer. So it's good to have a taxi connection that you can always call and arrange the pickup before. Kind of like in Madeira, I think. Okay, Madeira, there's still easier ways to do it. But in Porto Santo, it's definitely a must. So that's my first tip for you guys about Porto Santo. You should organize your taxi if you do come or you fly in as well. We flew in here in October last year, but from Lisbon. So you can actually fly in from Lisbon. We flew from Lisbon into Porto Santo. We stayed here for a week, took the ferry back into Funchal. And we did wait in the airport a while because we didn't have the connections yet, the contacts. And I was a bit lazy that I didn't organize it. So we actually had to wait like a good, maybe 20 minutes, which for me, when you're on vacation, is precious. I'm sure you guys know already. I always say this kind of thing. But anyway, that's what it is. I hope you guys can hear that. I hope that made sense. Let's go back to the questions. How much is the flight? I'm not sure how much is the flight. I think it's maybe like $150 each. The ferry is at least half that. So it all depends how much you value your time and your comfort. I really don't think badly priced for a 15-minute ride. So one day I'll take the flight. For now, I'm doing the ferry. Kathy, see you on the 6th of September for my new tour. We're going to talk about my new tour as well. For all of you guys watching later, we're going to talk about that. Rue, hello, good evening. Good evening. Anybody else who's here? Let's see. Tristan is from the Netherlands. Thank you, Tristan. Luna, looks beautiful. How long does the ferry take from Funchal? 2.5 hours, as I said before. And yes, again, looking to move. Lots of people wanting to move. Pipsqueak, what's happening? Maximilian, how much is the flight? I've said it already. Signal is weak because you're close to the water. Maybe that's what it is, hey? Let's see. Trip enough time to enjoy Porto Santo, Carlos? No, I don't believe the day trip is worth it. And that is because when you arrive, you get, you don't have a lot of time to beach. And then you're on the beach, and then, you're on the beach for like 3 or 4 hours, and then you have to come back. I don't think it's really enough time. If you want to see a nice beach, you can already in Madeira. There are other beaches, obviously not as nice as this. But I think for you to really enjoy Porto Santo, I think you need to at least stay the night. But I would say at least a couple of days. And it differs from person to person. For some people, this place is a little bit quiet. And it does get kind of quiet, depending on the time of the year. We'll talk about that as well. But for me, it's that solitude, it's that rest. This is a rest vacation, and I could stay here for a long time, and a day just doesn't cut it. So I don't think it's worth it. Should definitely stay a little bit longer. Somebody just tipped us. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can exactly who, and I'll give you a shout out and I'll answer a question if there's a question connected to that. So thank you. Appreciate all your videos. Thank you, Kathy. Elizabeth, I hope to see you in Ontario, Canada. We'll be going to Canada, Elizabeth. I'm not sure if we'll be anywhere near Ontario. but we will be in Montreal and in Toronto. We'll talk a bit later. Lots of questions to go through. A little bit more than what I thought. Here we go. I'd like to meet you when you will be back in your bed. Madeira Feast. Be there too. Fantastic. Uh, yeah, if you're at the feast and you see us, just say hello. And, we're there to meet people. We're there to film the whole thing. So, yeah, say hello and be happy to meet up. Filmed by their favorite city in the US by far. So far. I would have to say the state of Massachusetts has been my favorite so far, for obvious reasons. But yes, it's I'm very excited. And yeah, favorite city. I really liked East Providence being like this kind of like suburban place, quiet suburban town. I think that was pretty cool. So I think that's it for now. But yeah, that's my favorite city, Andre. In case you didn't know, just had two fantastic tours. With you, thank you, Ben. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Best tour company in the world. Hit the road, Madeira. And talking about the tours, we are filling up fast. So if you're coming to Madeira this summer, then I'm not trying to like sell you guys anything, but if you want to come with the best tour company in the world, you need to book ASAP because we are already turning people down. So I know, for instance, that our private tours are sold out until the 26th of July. I figured out yesterday because someone asked and I went through the calendar and everything is sold out. So we're a small company, and I'm sure they're not the only ones that are going through this kind of booking process because Madeira is so popular. So if you are coming to Madeira this summer, make sure to book your stuff all in advance. I saw somebody put on one of the Facebook groups that they saw a YouTuber saying this, and everyone was like, "Don't believe them." Sure, you can get to Madeira, but I'm pretty sure that if you come in the next couple of weeks and you just arrive and you want to do a tour tomorrow or next couple of days, you might not get what you want. So that's a tip for you guys. I did want to put that in there, just so you know. So Elizabeth, thank you. Is that 50 Canadian dollars? That sounds like a fortune. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks again. Viva Portuguesa. Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. That's beautiful comments. Thank you again. Carlos, thanks for doing it. Do you have a hotel recommendation? Yes. There are a couple of great hotels in Porto Santo. If your budget can afford it, the Vila Baleira is a fantastic hotel, my favorite hotel in Porto Santo. It is called the Hotel Porto Santo Hotel and Spa, which is in a great position and budget friendly. Also, the Villa Baleira suites are really nice. We're actually walking past them right now. So that's the Villa Baleira suites are over there. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but you can see the beach. There's it on this side. It's a lot busier down there, trust me. So that's my hotel recommendation. And I'll do a post on Patreon about Porto Santo. So we're getting that. There's a lot of questions here. Forza Madeira. Thank you, Elizabeth. Tristan, don't travel away from Madeira from 23rd. Yes, to book the new tour. My Secret Sunrise tour is up, and you'll find that on the Patreon, the Hit the Road Madeira Patreon. If you want to tour with me, you can now do that. September to November, up, and booking is possible. So if you don't know how to do that, just send us an email, get in touch with us on social somewhere, and I'll show you how to book my new tour. But otherwise, you can find it on Patreon, and definitely, you should go ahead and book that because it's a tour. So yeah, more questions. Let's see here. Kathy, thank you very much for the tip, and we will have a drink on you. Thank you very much. Super. Elizabeth, go see Madeira Park in Ontario, Canada. I believe that's where we're going, Elizabeth. So we are going to be in Montreal for their, is it the Holy Ghost? It's not the Holy Ghost. I know the Holy Ghost is a big one. It's the Mont, Festa de Mont. if I'm not mistaken, in Montreal. And the week after, we're going to Toronto to Madeira Park for the big festival. So if any of you guys are watching and you guys are going to be there and you see me, say hello. Love to meet you guys. And yeah, I'm very excited, very, very excited for that. Hello, everybody. Hello, Dino. Kathy's booked all of Kathy, you've been, I don't think, well, now you need to do that, Kathy. There's some hiking. Hiking tours are up and running. It's work for me to do once I come back from the US and from Canada to get everything, up there. Hiking tours we, of course, are already doing. We are going through some growing pains. There's a lot of things that need to be done to get them more out there, more exposure on the internet, so we can get some more people involved. But the guests that have come on our tours already have really enjoyed it. And, so that's what's most important. Of course, if the tours are no good, no one's going to want to see them or be on them. So that's what we're really focusing on at the moment. Elizabeth, your parents are from the Azores. Let's see, parents are on the Azores Islands. Their island is better than Azores Islands in Portugal. That's truth. Well, you said it, not me. All right. Definitely the best tour. We were lucky to get a private tour, which was a surprise. Ben. Yes, I believe I heard about that. Not sure how that happened. I think it was a cancellation or something. But yes, these things happen, and great. I'm glad you enjoyed the tour, and I'll see you next time for sure, Ben. Thank you very much for putting that out. Philippe, since you have lived in SA, be there, people watching the rugby, SA in Portugal. Yes, it's this Saturday, I believe, right? Still kind of on vacation, but we'll definitely be watching the rugby for sure. And I don't know who I'll be rooting for. I think I should probably root for Portugal because South Africa is too good at rugby. So I'm going to root for the underdog. Although I've got a feeling that Portugal just has absolutely no chance. Anyway, let's see what happens, eh? Let's see what happens. Uh, Max, you met me at Barreirinha. Man, I can't remember. I'm sorry. It's a lot of people, and yeah, if it was out, it was because you were too late. You need to book in advance, because that's how you get the good spots, right? Keep going. Thank you very much, Elizabeth, once again. Manuel Ferreira, Porto Santo, land where my dear mother was born. Wow. Obrigado, and greetings from the city of Porto. I tell you what, living in Porto Santo must have been a massive challenge. There's very little that I know about Porto Santo besides that I love vacation. Um, but I know that there were struggles. I know that they struggled a lot with rain and water. I know there was spring water and things like that. But it couldn't have been easy living here, and would love to know more about Porto Santo. If you could get me off the beach, because whenever I'm here, I just want to stay on the beach. But I do have some things to talk about Porto Santo, and hopefully, once I'm done with someone, if we find the time. Someone else just gave us some more money. Elizabeth, thank you very much. I think it was you. Thank you once again. I appreciate it. We work hard to give this kind of value, and I shouldn't even be working. It's my vacation. But I thought that because you guys are seeing a lot of America videos, I should give them to speak a little bit about Madeira before we head off for more America content. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. I was the one who commented on the Patreon tour. You should book the secret tour, Tristan. You're gonna love it. I've already practiced on a couple of our clients, and all loved it. So I take my camera with, my professional camera, and you get shots. So it's great for a couple thing because you can have someone actually taking photos of you while you're seeing at the sunrise in the secret spot that no one else goes to. That is epic, right? You get coffee, you get biscuits from locally sourced places, and then after the sunrise, you get a good couple of hours with me, and we go and venture into places. My favorite places that before I used to go every now and then, but I thought I needed to bring out a really good tour. So this is a new tour that I promise you no one else is going to go to. And, it's gonna be real special. So you should book it, and everyone else should book it because it's gonna be great. Uh, where are we here, Ben? We didn't get to see much of the east side of the island or something. Santa Cruz is a nice area, especially to live. Yeah, it's a little bit windy and you get a little bit of plane noise. So if you can handle, the planes landing and a little bit of the wind, then it's absolutely fine. Coming into Funchal and getting out of Funchal during peak traffic times is a little bit of a if you're living on the east side. So if you're living in Santa Cruz and Canizo, but that's also, of course, if you have to go to Funchal at 9 a.m. or if you have to leave Funchal at 5 or 6 p.m. If you're not living that kind of life, then it's really not a big deal. And of course, it's a lot cheaper than places like Ponta do Sol and Caleta have really shot up, and Cruz is a little bit more affordable. So you can definitely find a bargain there. I believe that building is a little bit tougher in Santa Cruz. They've got one of the hardest, how do I say this? Their municipality apparently takes a little bit longer. So that's all I'm going to kind of say. It's a lot to build. You're going to build, it's a lot easier to build on the west side, Calais, Ponta do Sol, and so on. But when it comes to life, yeah, life is good in Santa Cruz, I believe. The people who will know about that is Alan and Len from It'll Be Fun. So if you don't know them, you should check out It'll Be Fun on YouTube. And they are much more kind of connected with that because they are living in Santa Cruz. So those are the people you should speak to. Before I answer any more questions, I want to show you where we're. So let's see. Look at this absolutely beautiful day today. The last couple of days, amazing. The sand is incredible. I'm loving it. And here we are at Villa Suites. I can't really zoom, and maybe the sun is not so good, but maybe you can see over there. Those are that's a little hotel right in front of the beach. One of the best places, to stay in Porto Santo. And I'll be writing something up for Patreon for all of you guys who want to join our Patreon account. Porto Santo, where to stay, where to eat, all that kind of stuff. And I get through all of the questions. Maybe I can talk a little bit about Porto Santo, but I do want to, like I say, give people on this video. Say your favorite Madeiran words so people can learn something new today. André, you're really getting it today, hey? My favorite Madeiran words would be Zinrasket or Zimerdet. It is at the moment is my favorite words because you don't get that word in Zinrasket. Zinrasket is like kind of like make a plan, sort yourself out, fix it, but there's not really like so when you're in a bind, if you've got some kind of problem, you can say in Madeirense, in Portuguese, you can say Zinrasket, fix it, get yourself out of it. That's probably one of my favorite Madeirans. I don't know if there's another one that you remember, Andrea. Andrea knows me probably better than I know myself after sharing a hotel room with me for 2 weeks in the United States, and now we're gonna go for 3. So I don't know, Andrea, did I get it right, or was there another one? Let's check some more questions. Rue, you were having an unfavorable evening. I'm sorry, my friend. I hope that you're better now. Seems you are. And head up, buddy. I hope it's not about the videos, because yeah, if you make content like that, you're gonna ask for comments. So it's the double-edged sword when you're on YouTube and you put things out there. You're gonna get loads of people who are gonna say that's amazing, and they're gonna appreciate what you do. But then you are also getting all of those negative comments. I've told you before, I get loads of them. We're still getting loads of them. I've missaid some things on the America video, on the first one that came out. And I was talking about the menu in the restaurant. And I said that, I was comparing it to a menu in a Portuguese restaurant you would find in Madeira. and I said that you saw a sorda there, that you saw Calverde, and people thought that I thought that a sorda was from Madeira. They're like, a sorda's not from Madeira. You're humiliating yourself and pissing off all the Portuguese people. Don't watch this guy. And you know, this is what happens. Your stuff online, and when you put videos out there. So if it's that, don't worry about, and maybe just always go to the positive. So I hope that helps. And yeah, head up there, buddy. You've always got a friend, and you'll be all right. No swear words allowed. No, André. My favorite Portuguese word is not a swear word, so I'm not gonna say it. Carlos, which states will you be in Toronto? It'll be, I believe, the last somewhere in the middle of August, so like the second and third weekend of August. It's the the festivals. Excuse me. So that's when I'll be there. Second and third weekend of August. Hey there, a couple of years ago. This is David. We did a video with a genealogist from Madeira. Are you still in touch with her? So my mom's side of the family are Madeira. Yes, I am, David. Send me an email and I'll do her contact. Otherwise, you can check her out. Her name is Tanya from, oh, now I've hit a blank, Madeira. Hey, hold on, I'll tell you right now. What's the name of her page? I can see the logo. André, help me out here if you're here. Uh, but if you email me, David, I can definitely send you her contact. Wow, Madeira lineage, Madeira lineage. So you can or you can find her on Instagram. She's there. Vídeo na semana gastronómica de Mexico. Sim, Rui, eu adorava fazer isso. Gosto muito da semana gastronómica de Mexico. É um dos meus festivais favoritos. E talvez um dia, sim. Infelizmente, os próximos. E nem esqueci quando é que é o festival. Eu sei que é agora no verão, mas não sei se já passou, se é agora. Mas os últimos 2 meses são já programados e já está tudo. Mas para o ano, talvez, vamos ver. Como digo, adorava fazer e talvez um dia façam. Obrigado pelo comentário. You actually do Pico to Pico hike tours, yeah, Tristan. Again, we're still developing, so I've actually got to finish the site. I'm still a little bit behind on that, and I wanted to do a little bit of that on vacation, but I didn't get to it. So in the next couple of weeks, send me a message, send me an email, and I'll help you book it in. Because yes, we do it at sunrise as well. This is the best way to do it. So we're going to turn around now. Before I answer any questions, I want to show a little more. So I believe that this is the crew from Vila Baleda Hotel. So Vila Baleda Hotel is just behind here. Actually, you can see it over there. It's my favorite hotel, and you can see it's in a really privileged, really nice place. And it's time to walk back now. We'll walk back this way because my car, all the way down there, well, not my car, my parents' car. So I have a couple more questions. I'll keep this out here so you can see this. Thank you, Dino Viveiros, thank you. And Elizabeth, thanks again. So yes, definitely thank you to Fabio and Fernando. Yes, Fabio and Fernando hit the road tours. They are two of our guides, and we have the best guides in the world. And Fabio and Fernando are fantastic. So if you do book a tour with Hit the Road Tours, you're gonna have a great experience for sure. We've got 2 rules at Hit the Road Madeira on this tour company. Number 1, keep them safe. This is the most important thing. Safety, number 1. Number 2, try our best. Everybody has to try their best. And that means listening to what people are saying. That means checking where the routes are the best. It means where are there less people. Our company does 2 things, and it's avoid the crowds and offer personalized experiences. So you can only do that if you try your best. You know, we don't want to be one of those guides that just rocks up there and says, there's the viewpoint. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Everything is the same. It's just the same thing at the same place at the same time. Everywhere at Hit the Road is different. So yeah, back to the comments. Adam, Adam Shamsheru here. I always love going to Porto Santo here. Porto Santo is fantastic. Lambeca is missing, yes. Lambeca is missing. And to be honest, I haven't had a Lambeca on this trip. So maybe tomorrow. I have had a lot of ice cream on the beach. They should actually do Lambecas on the beach. I don't know how you could do that. You probably couldn't. But for those of you who don't know, a massive part of Portuguese Madeiran culture in Porto Santo is the lambeca. A lambeca is a soft serve ice cream. There was a man who opened his lambeca stand in the center of the town of Vila Baleira. It's in the 60s, 58. 1958 was when he opened his soft serve stand. So in the 50s. And that stand is still there. It's iconic. All the Madeirans, when they come to Porto Santo for vacation, they all go to have some soft serve ice cream in the center. So I haven't done it this vacation. I do need to do it. So yeah, maybe tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow, so I don't know. Let's see. But thank you, Goy. Definitely. I loved your Fashion Panel episode. Hope you make one in 2025 too. Jen, I'm sorry, but we will be going to the Fashion Panel in 2025. Sorry, I said 2022, I think. I don't know. But next year is going to be just for us. We don't want to be working. We're going to be celebrating the Panel. So I don't think I'll make a video. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But there's going to be many more great videos coming. There's a lot of that we haven't spoken about. So yeah. Adam, what is the best place in Madeira for spearfishing? I have absolutely no idea. I'm not a fishing expert. So best you ask a fishing expert. But yeah, I have no idea, unfortunately. I do have some friends who do big game fishing. So if you want to, send me a message. I can tell you who they are and put you in contact. 2 Americans and a dog. I still don't know what your name is, pal. But thank you for all the comments. I know you're coming out soon. If you live in Porto Santo, Vila Baleira, how necessary and does the ferry actually take cars? Yes, the ferry does take cars. I don't think a car is 100% necessary if you are visiting. But if you are living here, firstly, I wouldn't make any big purchases or anything without staying here for a couple of months, especially in the off season, so you can see what the place is like in the off season, because it is a little bit different, right? It's a very quiet place, Porto Santo, so it's not for living. So I definitely check that out. But yes, you can take a car here, and I would suppose that if you lived here, you would probably need one. So just like Madeira, you do really need a car in Madeira if you live there, unless you enter of Funchal or Ribeira Brava. It's a good place to live without a car. Then you don't really need one. But, if you're going to be taking groceries and things like that, I would need a car. But that's my opinion. What else we got? Thank you for the answer. You're welcome, Ben. Elizabeth, let's go. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Kelly, our family loved our tour with you. Unforgettable. Built a great agency, and we hope to take another tour with you someday soon. Thank you very much, Kathy. I remember the name, Kathy Carpenter. I can't remember if it was with me or if it was someone else, but I'm very glad that you love her. Thank you again. I'll see you next time. Right, Espetada, yes, Espetada's coming. Yours, Gelafa, yes. André, my favorite word, Gelafa. It is one of them, 100%. Yeah, another one. We got another Portuguese man of war. This over here, right? In South Africa, or in English, we call those blue bottles. And I believe that in Portuguese, the caravela, there's another one here. Be a little bit careful. Which are a type of jellyfish. To learn Portuguese and try to use it in Madeira, but everyone kept speaking English to us. Fully learned the language from Liz, talk sheets, and Instagram. Hey Ben, don't know who Liz is, but don't take it badly. You know, when I arrived in Madeira 14 years ago, being Portuguese myself, I really wanted to learn how to speak Portuguese properly because in South Africa, I spoke very basic Portuguese. And like many immigrants, unfortunately, my Portuguese wasn't up to scratch. And I get upset when people would speak to me in English. And then after a while, I kind of realized that, you know, I'm not 100% Portuguese. I'm South African Portuguese. And it's part of my who I am, my identity. So I don't think I'll ever speak the way locals speak Portuguese, even though my Portuguese is pretty good. You know, there's still so many words I don't understand, so many expressions, so many things that I would never learn because the Portuguese language is just so deep. You know, it's such a big language. So don't worry about it. And also, the second thing is that maybe some people want to practice the English. You know, so if they speak to you in English, maybe try speaking English as well. And then maybe try and fit in a couple of Portuguese words. Ask them if you're saying it right, if there's a better way to say it. But, you know, try and kind of put it still trying. Or try and read the paper. That's a good way to learn. And to text people, to type, that kind of helped me. But anyway, yeah, don't give up, right? Don't give up. Okay, so it's choppy when I walk and it's clear when I'm still. I need to walk to the car. So I hope that's happening. Okay, let's see here. There's a lot of questions. I can't believe 28 watching. Thank you to everyone who's here. It's absolutely incredible to have so many of you guys around. I thought I'd have to fill with talk, but there's so many questions. So I'm just going to go back into Tristan's. I'm going in September with my girlfriend for like 2 weeks. Any tips for tours? We'll be staying in Caleta, Funchal, Seychelles, and Santana. First of all, most of the tours are going to be going out of Funchal. So if you're staying outside of Funchal, then most tour agencies, especially ourselves, if you're doing group tours, we leave from Funchal because we've got everyone, you know, joining the group. If you are 30 minutes outside of Funchal, well, it's only 30 minutes out, but our driver has to go 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back in the morning. So that's 1 hour. And then in the afternoon, on the way back, is to go back another 30 minutes, come back. It's an extra 2 hours. So what I would suggest is to book all your tours from Funchal. And when you're outside of Funchal, Santana, and all these other places, you kind of want to try and relax or explore the area nearby, right? So make sure that you're booking your tours while you're staying in Funchal. Otherwise, you're going to have to drive into Funchal, and it's not very logistically smart. And of course, a whole lot more I can help you with. If you have questions, you just let me know. Elizabeth, you got to go. I don't know if you've gone already. Cheers. Thank you once again. Ponch, yes. How was your time in the US? Tony, my time in the US was awesome. I'm sure you see the videos. We absolutely loved it. And we're going back next week. We're going to be doing more of Massachusetts. We're going for the big. We're going to be documenting really like the before and after. We're going to be really involved with the feast. So big shout out to the club, SS Sacramento, and to the guys are doing there, to Tony and his crew, to Steve, to all of the guys at the Madeira Feast. I can't wait to be there. We're going to have a great time, and they've been absolutely awesome. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to be telling the story of Jacksonville, Illinois, which you guys probably don't know. We're going to be telling an incredible of Madeirans in Jacksonville, Illinois, and then we move on to Canada. So it's going to be fantastic. Ben, random question. We have a 1986 Vespa. Do you think something like that can handle the hills in Funchal and surrounding areas? I think so. There are a lot of Vespas around. So I'm not a motorbike kind of person and scooter person. Don't know what it's like compared to other places. But you do see them around. I have seen some bad advice of people saying to go up into the peaks to see the sunrise on a Vespa, and that I wouldn't do because it's so cold up there, especially in the off season. That I wouldn't want to be on a Vespa. I definitely want to be in a car. So, and also the rain. Obviously wet roads can be slippery, so you don't want to be on a wet road on a hill, a Vespa. I don't think. But again, I don't know. So I hope that helps. But you can most definitely live in Funchal with a Vespa. Many people do. And it saves a lot of money going in and out of Funchal as well. It's easier to park, cheaper. So dear. And it's one less car on the road, which is becoming a little bit of a problem as well. So yeah. Jeff, did you know that the 2 Shut Up and Eat vlogs I made with you are the 2 highlight performing YouTube videos in my Madeira series? Yeah, I mean, we gave away a lot of secrets in those vlogs, and of course, happy to have you back, so we can pump up that channel even more, right? Come back, and we'll do it. Case and I'm Ross. Okay, signal is very weak. Careful, try to be closer to land. My God, I'm probably like a million comments behind. Do you recommend university somewhere else for Portuguese intensive classes? I believe that there's a lot of places you can do it in universities and schools and things like that. I know some people that have done it, and I can definitely help you once you're here, right? Yes, we can help. We can help you with that. Yes, Ben, we're talking about the language, exactly that. Nasci e vivo na cidade de Porto, mas também me considero madeirense. Fui criado com a minha família materna, todos da Ribeira Brava ou de Santa Cruz. Posso perguntar onde nasci eu? Eu nasci na África do Sul, em Joanesburgo. Portanto, não sou madeirense puro. Minha família é da Madeira. De facto, os meus pais, aliás, não, os meus avós foram os primeiros madeirenses da minha família a sair Madeira, e agora nós voltamos, os meus pais e eu e o meu irmão voltamos. Portanto, agora estamos a viver na Madeira, no Funchal, e eu já estou no Funchal há 14 anos. Portanto, é isso. Obrigado, Manuel. And looks like we kind of the questions. Christina, are you back in Madeira? I am back in Madeira. I'm in Porto Santo, going back to the island of Madeira tomorrow, and then leaving next week for the United States to do some more filming. So that's what that is. Listen, thank you, Ben. Thank you. Emma's loving the curly hair. Yeah, it's a little bit of a nightmare, but on the beach, it works. So hopefully it's going to get a little bit easier the longer it gets. But I think I can say I like it too. So yeah, guys, it's coming to that time. It's coming towards dinner time. Let me show you what this place looks like. We'll wait for the last couple of questions. So if you guys wanna, get any questions out there, let me know, put it out there, and I'll answer some questions. And the beach looks like. It's looking really nice. Sunset time. It's really quiet. I bet the water is perfect. Yeah. Absolutely blessed. Absolutely blessed. Tristan, you can finally tell stories without the questions. I'm not going to be around for too much longer because my arm's getting tired holding this camera. And I also have to get to dinner. My whole family is waiting for me. So the reason why I'm here in Porto Santo is actually a family. We do this almost every year. Last year we didn't do it. But we rent a house together. We all stay together. And this is our kind of family vacation, annual family vacation. So that's why I'm here. I shouldn't be working, but I thought with all the America videos that were out that I had to do something Madeira related so that people wouldn't lose interest and wouldn't say that I'm doing now all this new stuff. So I need a gimbal. Yes, I know. Sorry, I'm on vacation, Christina. But anyway, that's what I'm doing in Porto Santo. I'm gonna do like a little write-up about our experience on Patreon. I'm gonna also add 5 restaurants on our top 35 restaurants list that we have in Patreon. It's free for anyone who books a tour. So when you book a tour with Hit the Road Madeira, we send you a favorite restaurant list. Or anyone who joins our paid Patreon membership. So if you go into our Patreon page and you support us, buying us a poncha, right, you will get this list and all of other goodies, so that it's going to make your Madeira experience a little bit better, right? I try to make it as short as possible, because if I wanted to, I could put 100 reps on there, but that's just going to make things even more difficult. So I really try to make it as short as possible. So at the moment it's at 35. I wanted to make 20, but I just couldn't. So it's at 35 restaurants, and I'm going to add 5 to Santo, because we've already had some amazing food here. I've been very impressed with some of the places here in Porto Santo with the food. It's been incredible. Just a quick one, Pan Agua has been my favorite restaurant on this trip. So you can find all of that. You can find all of that on our Patreon account, and I promise it'll be up soon, right? Also, my new tour is up, The Secret Sunrise, and available through Patreon. So once you join Patreon, you can join for free, and you actually get a video. It's an hour and a half long video of me explaining your first time in Madeira, which is also packed full of value, where to stay, my favorite restaurants, my favorite hotels, how I design my itineraries, how I navigate around the island, what the weather is like, when's the best time to visit. All of these kinds of things are on our Patreon. That video is for free. So all you need to do is sign up, you get that video, and then also you get access to my new tour. So if you want to come out with me and not any one of my awesome crew, right, which are also great, but if you want to come out, then you have to go on my new tour. That's the only place you're going to find me. It's a secret sunrise. Starts off with a sunrise tour, and we go to a secret spot. We see the sunrise. I bring my camera with me, so we get great photos, coffee and cookies at the sunrise spot. Then afterwards, we go for breakfast. We go for a short walk. We do some exploring, and we're back in Funchal by lunchtime, so that you can still take advantage of the whole day. It's a tour. I've put a lot of thought, a lot of effort into it, and I've been designing it for the last 2 years maybe. So I'm quite excited that it's finally up and running. And if it wasn't for this video, then I wouldn't have finished it. So it's all up and it's all running. So yeah, book that tour. It's going to be awesome. And I think that's it. So we're going to get through the last couple of questions. Do you think it's good that Portugal stopped NHR? I have no idea. I don't know what the NHR was. I know it had something to do with your guys' tax, with UK tax, I think. I think that obviously they've done it for a reason. And I don't know, I'm sorry, unfortunately, can't answer that. Do you recommend a hotel or an Airbnb in Porto Santo? Tony, I prefer hotels. In this trip, we're staying in an Airbnb because we're staying together as a family. So there's lots of us. There's 3 different rooms, 3 different couples. So it kind of had to be an Airbnb. But if I come to Porto Santo as a couple, I always stay in a hotel. And my favorite one at the moment, Villa Baleira or Hotel Porto Santo and Spa. Hotel and Spa Porto Santo, something like that. But if you message me, I'll tell you which ones they are. You think end September, beginning October tours will be sold out? Well, I don't think so, Tristan. But I know that, I don't know. If you go onto our websites and check, you can kind of see what the availability is like. But I wouldn't for when you arrive, at least 2 weeks before. At least 2 weeks before. I need a gimbal. Yes, I do need a gimbal. I'm sorry. Am I in the same ones? You're doing an amazing job. Yes, Christina, I do like the States. You can see the videos, and there's going to be more coming. I found something fantastic. The Argentinian steakhouse. Yes, Ben, that is on my list. La Vaca Negra, one of my absolute favorites. I love the owners. They're great people. They're good friends. And I love going there whenever I can. Thank you, Kathy. Manuel Ferreira, obrigado pela resposta. Também tenho familiares que conheceram aptidões de Habsburgo. Vivem muito cá. Forte abraço. Thank you, Manuel. Obrigado. Muitos nós. Há muitos de nós. Há muitos portugueses em todo lado. Portanto, yeah, all the videos are awesome. Thank you. Yes, email me. Thank you, Emma. All right, guys, that's it. Been an hour almost. Look at this beautiful end to the day with my wife. When she walks ahead of me, but look at this, great. So yeah, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Tristan. Thanks, all of you guys. There's still 31 of you guys watching. Thank you all. Thanks for the tips. And Max, thank you. You guys all have a great evening. I'm going to have a great evening. Second last evening, we leave tomorrow. So we're going to go and have a bye, as you say in South Africa, hey, Max, a barbecue, and just finish off the evening before we leave tomorrow. So see you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. And let me see if I can figure out how to turn this thing off. Obrigado. Obrigado, Ida. Ciao. Ciao, Quack. And how do I do this? No. This is a good one now. How do you get this thing off? Oh my god. I don't know how to switch it off. Honestly, this is a bad problem to have. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Yes. There we go, Andrea. Let's hit the road. Cheers, guys. I'll see you next time.